If you're looking for the best budget drone, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers, and customer feedback. Also, we have included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Holystone HS100 GPS FPV. Designed to introduce aerial photography novices to the world of cinematic drone photography, at the front of the Holystone HS100 GPS FPV is a fixed 1080p Wi-Fi camera with 120-degree field of view and 90-degree adjustable angle, ensuring you can capture decent footage or stills and experiment with shots from multiple perspectives. The drone is also suitable for use with FPV goggles. Follow Me mode is on hand to further boost the dynamism of your shots, enabling the drone to automatically follow a subject and keep it in the frame at all times. Ideal for epic selfies or shooting fast-moving activity. The Holystone HS100 also comes equipped with GPS precise positioning, ensuring smooth flight and the ability to return the takeoff point at the touch of a button. Or, as a safety measure, mode and altitude hold take the stress out of flying so pilots can focus on getting their shots in the bag. The Holystone HS100 ships with a brilliant hand controller and a robust cradle for your phone, whether it's Android or iOS. Moving on to the next at number 2 with DJI MAVIC Mini. If you want to shoot video or photos and your budget is an absolute maximum of $400, then stop here now and forget everything else because this is the drone for you. DJI's MAVIC Mini is unquestionably the best high-quality camera carrying drone for the masses. It weighs a floaty 8.78 ounces fully loaded, which is a fraction shy of needing to register it with the FAA. Size-wise, this drone is so small it can be hidden under an iPhone and easily tucked into a jacket pocket. Its low weight, small size, and flexible front propeller arms also give it a better chance of surviving a crash. The DJI MAVIC Mini's camera shoots 1080p video at up to 60 frames per second and crisp 2.7K at up to 30 FPS. Its 12 megapixel stills, meanwhile, are nicely detailed. Despite the size, the craft is surprisingly stable in flight and fast and nimble when flown in sport mode. It will easily fly for up to 30 minutes on a single charge and up to 4 kilometers away. Granted, one thing this drone doesn't have is obstacle avoidance, but we don't think this is a deal breaker if common sense prevails. If you've always hankered after a top quality camera drone and have 1 cent shy of $400 to spend, then this is far and away the best model for you. It's remarkably stable and reliable in flight, a dawdle to control, and it shoots stunningly good cinematic footage to boot. The number 3 position is held by RYZE TELLO. If you're looking for a small but exceedingly well-equipped selfie-type drone, then consider this remarkable little contender from RYZE, which is equipped with a lot of DJI-sourced tech. It stays in the air for 30 minutes at a time, comes with a digital image stabilization, shoots video in pretty decent 720p, snaps 5 megapixel stills, and hovers on the spot without the aid of GPS. The TELLO weighs just 2.82 ounces and measures 3.85 inches at its widest spot. In other words, it's small enough to tuck in a jacket pocket despite not being foldable like the DJI MAVIC range. Although ostensibly designed for indoor flying, this little craft is also adept at flying outdoors, as long as it's not too windy. Without GPS on board, it could drift with the breeze and may not make it back to you. To fly it, simply launch the TELLO app on your phone, select Hand Launch, throw it into the air and steer on your phone, select Hand Launch, throw it into the air and steer it using the virtual joystick on the screen. Everything the camera sees is streamed to the phone, and because it has digital stabilization, the footage it shoots is surprisingly smooth. The app also comes with a few pre-programmed easy shots, including circle. The drone flies around the user with the camera pointing inwards, and droney, the drone flies away from the pilot while automatically filming at the same time. The TELLO has a 100-meter range and is capable of performing aerobatic stunts. You can also program this drone to perform a series of maneuvers with no real-time input from the pilot. Simply drag a series of named color-coded blocks into a specific order and the TELLO will follow the commands. This is a great educational feature because it teaches kids and adults the basics of robotics in an easy and fun way. At just $100 or $160 for the Elite combo with 3 batteries. Next at number 4, we have DJI Spark. DJI's cute little Spark is a bit ruffled around the edges now, but still a worthwhile punt. Mostly because it's made by DJI, the Chinese company that knows more about drones than anyone else. The Spark is roughly the size of its closest cousin, the DJI MAVIC Mini. However, because of its propeller arms don't fold, it won't fit in a jacket pocket like the folded Mini will. Even so, this air-snap gizmo is still incredibly portable and one of the smartest selfie drones in existence, available in 5 lush colors. The Spark comes with front obstacle avoidance and is rock steady when flown indoors or out. Its camera shoots very acceptable 1080p video and 12 megapixel photos and is equipped with a 2-axis mechanical stabilizer for relatively smooth video footage. The battery provides around 16 minutes of flight time, which can be considered quite decent for a drone of its size. The Spark can be operated in 3 ways, using hand gestures, a mobile device, or, for much greater range, a dedicated hand controller. While not designed for high-quality videography, it still shoots excellent footage. It's also reassuringly tough as nails, as was aptly demonstrated at a DJI event when one was accidentally flown at full speed. That is 31 miles per hour into a tree. The only thing damaged was a prop. Everything else, camera included, worked perfectly. Another great reason to... The number 5 position is held by EACHINE E520S. This folding budget drone from Shenzhen, China, is proof positive that you don't need to spend a fortune on a drone with GPS, high-speed Wi-Fi technology, and autonomous flight modes. The E520S looks like a mini version of the DJI MAVIC, while the hand controller is almost identical to that of the MAVIC Air. Nevertheless, it's a decent intermediate package for those on a learning curve towards a bona fide DJI model. The E520S comes equipped with GPS, 5G Wi-Fi streaming up to a distance of 250 meters, and a USB charged battery that lasts about 15 minutes. It also comes with a raft of automated features including return to home, auto takeoff and land, waypoint, follow me, and orbit. That's pretty darn good for a drone costing less than $130. However, the jury's out on the quality of the fixed front-mounted camera, which supposedly... Granted, the image quality isn't terrible, but it certainly isn't up to the same level of 4K footage that the DJI and Parrot drones produce. Perhaps more importantly, the camera isn't attached to a gimbal, and that means any video you shoot will be jumpy. You can, however, tilt the camera by hand before takeoff. Despite being noisy, the E520S flies amazingly well for a cheap drone. It's stable in anything bar a stiff breeze and is great fun to fly. The number 6 position is dominated by POTENSIC A20 mini drone. The POTENSIC A20 is a great option for kids keen to try out their drone skills for the first time. As a beginner's drone, it does what it says on the tin, with all the features you'd expect. Well-protected propellers for those inevitable bumps and scrapes, an emergency stop button for those times when your little darlings fly a little too close to the dog, oven, baby, and an unignorable low-power alarm. It's a breeze to fly inside or outside if there isn't a breeze. The altitude hold function keeps the drone very stable, and one-touch takeoff and landing controls allow kids to grasp the basics of drone flying in record time. We also love the fact that it comes with 2 rechargeable batteries, minimizing the risk of meltdowns when the drone's power levels start to flag. Top budget choice. Moving on to the next at number 7 with POTENSIC D80. POTENSIC D80 is capable of shooting 2K videos and is a great option for those keen to get to grips with drone videography and photography. It's packed with features that make it ideal for beginners, whether it's the point of interest function, which programs the drone to fly clockwise around a single point and provide a comprehensive image of the object it's circling around, or the option to set custom designed flight paths. The latter allows you to use POTENSIC's app to program your drone to follow preset routes, a great way to test out your drone's capabilities. There are also plenty of other features to keep more accomplished flyers entertained, and with an impressive 300-meter transmission range and 20-minute battery life, it'll provide plenty of flying time. We also love the fact it's got a brushless motor, which is tougher and long-lasting. However, bear in mind that it isn't fitted with a gimbal, which means it's in motion. That said, it does take very decent still images for the price. The number 8 position is held by EACHINE E511S. This DJI MAVIC Air clone delivers good budget aerial photography performance in a compact package. The drone and controller can be folded down for easy stowing in a suitcase or backpack and can be ready to fly at a moment's notice. On board is a 720p by 1080p HD camera with a 120-degree field of view with adjustable angle, capable of capturing acceptable video and stills for the money. This is mainly due to the drone's aerial stability, thanks to a 6-axis gyro and altitude hold mode, which help maintain a steady hover. The E511 has a maximum control distance of 200 meters. Trajectory flight mode is also on hand to add greater control and creativity to your shots. This upgraded model now also has GPS. Plot a flight path on the map on your smartphone screen and the EACHINE E511 will fly along it or add VR RFPF goggles to enjoy immersive flight in 3D VR mode. But this isn't just a photography drone. Within the EACHINE Fly app, you will also find 3D flip and stunt modes to explore, while 3-speed modes can help you learn the ropes or put your piloting skills to the test. The included 7.4 volts 1200 mAh LiPo battery can power up to 16 minutes of flight per charge, but it's worth noting that the transmitter requires 3 times AA batteries, so you'll need to stock up if you'll be flying regularly. Next at number 9, we have HUBSAN H501S X4 air drone. The original HUBSAN X4 changed the macro drone market, and now, several generations on the exceedingly compact X4 H501S is still a formidable craft. Weighing 15.9 ounces, it features full GPS, which enables steady flight, more akin to larger drones than one of this size. The GPS makes the X4 H501S incredibly easy to control outside. It also enables advanced features such as Follow Me, where you can get the drone to track you autonomously. What makes this drone stand out for beginners is that it has an auto return to home feature, so if things go astray or you lose control or sight of the craft, then a quick push of the home button will bring the H501S safely back to you. The X4 H502S has a flight time of 20 minutes, which is one of the best in its class. It also now comes with a fixed 1080p camera, though this is fixed rather than on a gimbal. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by NIKKO Air DRL RYZE Vision 220 FPV Pro. If you have your eyes set on a future career as a high-flying race drone pilot, the NIKKO Air DRL RYZE Vision 220 FPV Pro is a great place to start. Designed in collaboration with the Drone Racing League, the NIKKO Air is made to fly at high-ish speeds up to 25 miles per hour and can be piloted using a controller with an integrated color LCD screen or via the included FPV goggles to give you a truly immersive drone racing experience. Granted, the view through the goggles is pretty poor, but it's good enough to see where the drone's going. 3 flight modes limit the speed to help pilots master the controls gradually, and propeller guards are supplied for complete newbies, while 16 pre-programmed stunts can be performed at the touch of a button. Up front is a 130-degree adjustable wide-angle camera lens that gives you a wide when racing or maneuvering around tricky obstacles. That's all for today. We upload product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for the upcoming video notification.